Archangel Michael is trying to reach you, only you have been chosen to see this. Don't tell anyone this will happen in the coming 6 hours. Open quickly. Archangel Michael says, a divine and unstoppable force has been set in motion and it has been destined for you alone. The heavens are stirring with a mysterious light that carries your name, a light no other soul can claim. In the next 6 hours, the world you know will shift in ways you have never imagined, and only I, sent by God, can prepare you for what is coming. From the moment you woke today, unseen hands have been guiding your every step. You may not have noticed the subtle changes, the odd feeling in the air, the sudden chills running down your spine. But these are not accidents. They are the whispers of angels signaling that the moment of divine selection has arrived and your life will never again be the same. For centuries, few are chosen for this kind of mission, and even fewer are trusted to hold its secret. You cannot share this with anyone, not your family, not your closest friend, because it would dilute the power meant solely for you. Heaven has singled you out to carry a blessing so immense that even the angels stand in awe. Right now, as you hear these words, legions of celestial beings are positioning themselves around you. They are forming an invisible shield to guard you from the darkness that seeks to stop what is destined to unfold. In the quiet moments of your day, you may have felt watched, but it was not danger. It was divine protection drawing closer with every second. 6 hours may seem short, but for heaven, it is all the time needed to rearrange destinies. Somewhere in the spiritual realm, a scroll has been unsealed with your name written in golden light. This scroll carries instructions for a miracle tailored to your struggles, your silent tears, your battles no one else saw. It is the kind of miracle that breaks chains that have bound generations before you. The reason you are being begged, not asked, but begged, to open your heart to this message is because there are forces actively working to blind you from receiving it. These forces know that if you fully step into what has been planned, you will rise beyond every limitation they placed upon your bloodline. This is why Archangel Michael has descended to speak directly to you now. Every hardship you have endured, every betrayal, every lonely night, every unjust loss, was not for nothing. They were not punishments. They were the fires refining you for this exact hour. 6 hours from now, the pain that weighed you down will be the very reason you soar above everything that tried to destroy you. Listen carefully, signs will manifest quickly around you. A sudden sound of ringing where there is no phone, a cool breeze passing indoors, flickering lights. Or even an unexpected encounter with a stranger. These are heavenly indicators marking that the moment has been set in motion. Do not fear them. Embrace them. The moment you accept this call, the heavens will open pathways that were once locked shut. Imagine standing before a door made of impenetrable steel. For years, you've knocked, cried, begged for it to open, yet nothing moved. In the next 6 hours, that door will not only open, it will be shattered so that nothing ever closes it again. You must also know that not everyone will rejoice in your blessing. Some people, even ones you care about, will feel threatened by the sudden shift in your life. That is why it is crucial to keep the secret locked in your heart. This miracle is not for public display or validation. It is a sacred transaction between you and heaven alone. Archangel Michael says, I was dispatched with urgency to your side because darkness saw what was written for you and tried to erase it. They failed. No power in existence can stop what is now coming. These are not mere words. They are the echo of heaven's roar declaring you victorious before the battle even begins. From this moment until the 6th hour arrives, you will feel unusual waves of energy surrounding you. It may come as tingles across your skin, an inexplicable warmth in your chest, or even vivid dreams if you rest. These are not coincidences. They are layers of angelic energy preparing your spirit to hold what is too heavy for ordinary hands. Every great change requires a divine escort, and you are not walking alone. Picture golden light sweeping through the corridors of your home, weaving unseen patterns in the air. This light is not just guidance. It is the heavenly blueprint being rewritten to elevate your destiny. Where failure once stood, success is now rooted. Where loss once echoed, abundance now sings. The coming 6 hours will feel surreal. Time will seem to move differently because heaven is bending reality to favor you. Obstacles you thought immovable will suddenly fall, and people you never expected to help you will appear as if guided by unseen strings. Even those who wronged you may suddenly reach out. Moved by a force they cannot explain, you may feel overwhelmed by this sudden shift, but Archangel Michael is beside you, holding back every storm meant to drown you. For years, darkness schemed to break you down, to make you believe you were unworthy of miracles. But heaven has always seen your worth, and now the reward of your endurance is arriving faster than your mind can comprehend. Do not run from this change. Even if fear whispers that it is too good to be true, remember this. Divine timing never fails. What is written in heaven's script cannot be altered by human hands, nor can it be delayed by earthly resistance. As the 6th hour approaches, a divine messenger will draw near. It may not appear as you expect. It could be an opportunity cloaked in challenge, a chance meeting, or even a letter delivered to your door. Do not dismiss it. Heaven often hides its greatest gifts in places the world overlooks. The enemy will try one last time to distract you before the moment arrives. It could come as sudden bad news, unnecessary conflict, or even self-doubt gnawing at your thoughts. Recognize this for what it is, a final attempt to make you look away from the miracle that is already descending. Archangel Michael says, "I am placing a sword of light in your hand. With it, you will cut through every lie that was told about you, every barrier set before you, and every plan that was meant to destroy your calling." This is not a physical sword, but a divine authority that will manifest in the choices you make and the words you speak. When the clock strikes the end of the 6th hour, expect a surge of peace unlike anything you have ever felt. This peace will not come because problems have disappeared, but because heaven will have taken control in ways unseen. You will feel it in your spirit first, and soon, the physical world will catch up to what has already been secured above. In these precious hours, protect your space. Avoid unnecessary noise, chaos, and those who drain your spirit. Spend moments in silence where you can hear the faint whispers of guidance. Trust that every night you feel to act or to stay still is Archangel Michael steering you toward the breakthrough point. Many have prayed for what you are about to receive, but it was your steadfastness and quiet faith that drew heaven's eye to you. Angels watched you stand firm when giving up would have been easier. They saw you choose kindness when bitterness was tempting. His unseen acts became the currency that purchased this divine intervention. and the atmosphere around you shifts. Do not panic if certain things start to fall away. Relationships may suddenly feel distant, old habits may lose their pull, and even places you once clung to may no longer feel like home. This is not loss. It is pruning, making room for what heaven is sending. Soon, you will see why no one else could walk this path for you. Only you were strong enough to withstand the fires that forged the vessel heaven required. Only you can carry the magnitude of blessing that is now racing toward you like a mighty river breaking through every dam. Archangel Michael says, I stand guard over the next 6 hours with every angel under my command. Nothing will touch you, nothing will steal the moment. The seal has been set and cannot be broken. This divine shield will remain until your blessing is safely placed in your hands. When it arrives, it will not be loud or boastful. It will descend like a whisper that shakes the earth. You may feel tears fall without warning, your knees may weaken, or laughter may escape uncontrollably. These are signs that your spirit has recognized what words cannot explain. A long-awaited victory finally delivered. Do not be surprised if, after this moment, certain people cannot stay in your life. The blessing you are receiving carries a light too bright for every eye to bear. Those not aligned with your purpose will naturally drift away. Trust that heaven is making room for those who will honor the gift you have been chosen to hold. From this day forward, your steps will no longer be ordinary. Every move you make will echo in places you cannot yet see. Doors will open without knocking, and favor will follow you like a loyal shadow. This is the legacy of those chosen and sealed by divine decree. Now, breathe deeply and let this truth settle into your being. In less than 6 hours, the story of your life will take a divine turn. You will no longer chase answers. They will find you. You will no longer plead for help. Heaven itself will rise to your defense. Archangel Michael hath been sent not just as a messenger, but as a guardian to walk you into this sacred moment. For the first time in your journey, you will see how every tear watered the soil of your miracle, how every loss carved space for abundance, and how every delay was simply heaven perfecting your timing. Nothing can stop this. No human, no circumstance, no power of darkness can stand against the decree that has been spoken over you. What is written will manifest, and you will stand as living proof that heaven remembers, rescues, and restores. This message is not coincidence. It is heaven's call before the transformation arrives. Hold it close, protect it fiercely, and prepare yourself to step into the chapter the angels have long been writing for you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Archangel Michael says, even as you hold this message, unseen forces are moving rapidly to align with your destiny. Time itself is bending to ensure you are not late to receive what has been sealed for you. Every delay you experienced before today was heaven preparing the perfect stage for what is unfolding now. The next 6 hours are unlike any others you have lived. They are infused with an otherworldly energy that even nature responds to. Watch how the wind shifts, how the sky feels different, and how certain sounds echo louder than usual. These are not illusions. They are signs that a heavenly decree has touched the earth in your favor. You will notice your intuition sharpen. Small, Seemingly insignificant thoughts will guide you to make decisions that lead straight to your breakthrough. Even if you do not fully understand them, follow these nudges. They are not random. They are angelic instructions spoken softly into your spirit. The miracles of heaven do not arrive empty-handed. They bring with them restoration, peace, and power that breaks chains seen and unseen. Within these hours, you will sense old wounds healing, burdens lifting, and a surge of confidence flowing where fear once lived. In this divine silence, something sacred is happening inside you. Heaven is expanding your capacity to hold the blessing that is about to be placed in your life. Without this preparation, it would feel overwhelming, but Archangel Michael's presence ensures you will receive it without fear or hesitation. There is a reason this moment is shielded from public view. Some would envy it. Others would try to manipulate it, and still others would not understand its weight. That is why this message is whispered directly to you, so that no outside influence can contaminate what belongs solely to you. When the sixth hour draws to its final minutes, expect an undeniable sign. It might be a sudden stillness, a sound only you hear, or an inner knowing that defies explanation. This will be heaven's confirmation that the transaction between realms is complete and that you have stepped into divine favor. Archangel Michael says, "You were chosen not because you were the loudest in prayer or the most visible in faith, but because you held on when no one else saw your struggle." Heaven rewards persistence that does not seek applause. From this point on, a new authority will rest upon you. People will notice something different even if they cannot explain it. Situations that once intimidated you will now feel powerless before your presence. This is not arrogance. It is divine empowerment bestowed only upon the chosen. As you step into this new reality, remember, what is being given is not just for you, it will ripple into the lives of those you love. Generational curses will be broken, long-standing battles will be won, and blessings will flow through your name to those connected to your destiny. The transformation may not be loud, but its effects will be undeniable. Finances will shift, health will improve, relationships will heal, and opportunities that were long overdue will suddenly pour in. What you thought was lost forever will be restored, multiplied beyond recognition. Archangel Michael assures you that even in moments where doubt creeps in, he will remain by your side. The same angel who has fought unseen battles for you will now walk visibly in your life through divine interventions you cannot ignore. This is only the beginning. The 6 hours mark the opening of a gate that leads to months and years of supernatural alignment. What heaven plants now will continue to bloom, unfolding layer by layer, each more glorious than the last. Never again will you be in the shadows of your own life. You will step fully into your divine purpose with strength, clarity, and favor that cannot be denied. Even those who doubted you will witness your elevation and know that it was heaven's hand upon you. Archangel Michael says, "No one can reverse this. What hath been written in light cannot be erased by darkness. Stand firm, beloved, for your time has come. Now, breathe this in and hold it as your truth. Watch closely as the next hours unfold exactly as heaven promised. The chosen never walk away empty-handed, and you have been chosen since before time itself began." Archangel Michael says, "Even as I speak, a golden light surrounds your path. Every shadow that tried to haunt your footsteps is being burned away by heavenly fire. You may not see it with your natural eyes, but the spiritual realm is alive with motion. Wings of angels beating, shields of light clashing with forces that once stood in your way. The 6 hours ahead are a sacred countdown. Picture a massive clock in heaven, its hands glowing with divine brilliance, moving closer and closer to the moment where destiny and miracle collide. Each tick of this clock signals another layer of darkness collapsing under the weight of your victory. You are not standing still during this time. Even now, your spirit is ascending, the heaviness that held you down is losing its grip, while courage and wisdom settle upon you like a royal garment. This is not the same you who walked yesterday. This is the you who has been forged by fire and chosen to rise. Archangel Michael assures you that what is coming is not fragile or temporary. It is not a fleeting blessing that will vanish overnight. Instead, it is a permanent shift, one that will anchor your future in a stability you have never known, breaking cycles that tormented you for years. Even as heaven works, understand that spiritual battles are being fought for you right now. Forces of darkness are scrambling, desperate to throw obstacles into these hours, but they are already too late. They can only watch as light overtakes every plan they crafted in secret. At this very moment, new paths are being carved for you. Think of it as a divine architect redrawing your blueprint, expanding your boundaries, and building bridges where there were only walls. Every closed door is trembling, every chain is cracking, and every limitation is turning into dust. This blessing was not rushed. It has been carefully timed. Years of waiting were not delays. There were layers of preparation so that when the heavens opened, you would be ready to hold what is now descending upon you. Archangel Michael says, "I have seen your silent sacrifices." When no one believed in you, heaven did. Every sleepless night, every battle you fought alone, they were all written in light, and now they have summoned your hour of deliverance. The transformation will touch every part of your existence. Old wounds will close permanently. Not just for you, but for those connected to your life. Financial burdens that weighed on your heart will be lifted, replaced with overflowing provision from sources you cannot yet imagine. Health that was stolen will be restored. Dreams you buried long ago will rise again, stronger and more attainable than before. Even your name will carry a new sound, a heavenly authority that makes those who once overlooked you take notice. During these hours, you may feel a sudden urge to release certain things, past grudges, old memories, unnecessary fears. Do not resist this. It is the Spirit of God emptying your hands so they can be filled with something far greater. Archangel Michael stands as a guardian at the edge of this new chapter, ensuring nothing and no one can stop your entrance into it. Where others see coincidence, heaven sees destiny unfolding with precision. As the hours dwindle, the atmosphere around you will grow thick with spiritual energy. Some will sense it but not understand it. They will say you are glowing, or that your presence feels different. This is because heavenly oil is being poured over you, anointing you for what comes next. You will find yourself speaking words you never planned, taking steps that surprise even you. This is not confusion. It is divine alignment pulling you closer to the miracle's center. Every action, every thought will begin to harmonize with the rhythm of heaven's timing. Archangel Michael says, "I am not only preparing you for a blessing, I am preparing you to carry power." This is not just about receiving. It is about transforming into someone who will never again be at the mercy of darkness. By the 6th hour's end, you will notice something extraordinary, a sense of completion, as though a long journey has finally reached its destination. What once felt impossible will now feel natural because heaven has bridged the gap between desire and manifestation. From this moment forward, you will never again feel abandoned. You will never again wonder if heaven has forgotten you. These 6 hours are the eternal answer to every unspoken prayer, proving that nothing escapes the eyes of God. Archangel Michael promises that once the shift occurs, angels will remain stationed around you, not just for protection, but to guide you into further victories. The battle is not just ending, a reign of peace is beginning. Every person who doubted you will see undeniable proof of divine favor. They will wonder how it happened so quickly, but only you will know the truth, that it began in these secret, holy hours where heaven descended quietly yet powerfully into your life. Your destiny is no longer pending. It is sealed, set in motion, unstoppable. What heaven has placed upon you will not fade. It will only grow, spreading blessings into every corner of your future. Archangel Michael says, hour by hour, the heavens draw closer to the moment where your destiny ignites. You cannot see every movement with your eyes, but your spirit feels the pressure building like a tide swelling before it crashes into the shore. This is no ordinary blessing. It is the kind that shifts timelines and writes the story of generations. Hour 1. The stirring of light. The first hour begins quietly. To the world, it seems like any other moment, but heaven knows differently. Angels begin descending, forming a circle of light around you, unseen but fiercely protective. Your wings hum like 1,000 whispers, preparing the ground beneath your feet for transformation. In this hour, you may feel restlessness or heightened awareness. It's as though your senses are sharpened. You notice small sounds, slight breezes, even flickers of light that weren't there before. These are not random. They are signs that the veil between the natural and divine is thinning. Archangel Michael moves ahead of you, clearing unseen traps. Enemies who plotted against you are suddenly halted, confused, unable to move forward with their schemes. Chains that held your progress begin to weaken, one link snapping silently, preparing you for the freedom that's coming. Hour 2. The battle for your breakthrough. As the second hour unfolds, darkness grows agitated. Forces that have long worked against you sense what is approaching. They scramble, desperate to distract you, to make you doubt this message, to lure you away from this divine moment. But Archangel Michael says, "Fear not, I stand with legions at your side." Every arrow shot against you is turning to dust before it touches you. Every word spoken in malice is swallowed by heavenly fire. In the unseen realm, swords of light clash with shadows, driving them far from your life. Old curses break, dissolving like smoke in sunlight. Where despair once chained your heart, waves of divine courage rise like a flood, washing over every lingering fear. During this hour, you may feel a sudden surge of energy, as though something heavy is being lifted from your shoulders. This is not imagination. It is heaven's warriors stripping away burdens that were never meant for you to carry. Hour 3. The sealing of your name. By the third hour, A golden scroll is brought forth in the courts of heaven. Your name, glowing brighter than stars, is etched upon it in eternal light. This is the official sealing of your destiny, a heavenly proclamation that no power of darkness can challenge. Archangel Michael oversees the sealing himself, standing as witness and protector. Trumpets sound softly in the spiritual realm, a celebration beginning even before you realize what is happening. The heavens rejoice because they know what the earth will soon witness, your rise into a life marked by divine favor. In this hour, synchronicities begin to occur. You might hear your name unexpectedly, receive a sudden message, or encounter signs that feel impossibly precise. These are confirmations from above, subtle yet undeniable, whispering that you have truly been chosen. Archangel Michael says, "This moment is forever recorded. The blessing you are about to receive cannot be stolen, delayed, or denied. It belongs to you, and heaven itself will enforce it." Hour 4. The oil of anointing. The fourth hour carries an even deeper shift. A heavenly oil, unseen by the human eye, is poured over you from above. It soaks into your spirit, anointing you with strength, wisdom, and favor that cannot be taught or earned. It is purely gifted. This anointing transforms your atmosphere. People who once ignored you will soon be drawn to you, sensing a light they cannot explain. Opportunities that were long denied will suddenly open, as though invisible locks have been broken by unseen hands. Physically, you may feel warmth around your head or a sensation of peace settling over your chest. This is the touch of heaven preparing you for the responsibility of the blessing. Archangel Michael ensures that as you are lifted higher, you will not be overwhelmed, but fully equipped to handle it. From this hour forward, your words will carry weight. When you speak, even casually, they will resonate with a power that moves situations in your favor. The oil of heaven does not just bless, it transforms you into a vessel of divine authority. Hour 5. The unveiling of the gift. The fifth hour is when the blessing itself begins to draw visibly near. In the spiritual realm, it appears as a radiant sphere of light, carried by angelic hands, descending steadily toward you. Every step it takes scatters darkness further, clearing space for it to land safely in your life. You may sense anticipation building within you. Unexpected signs might appear, a sudden call, a meaningful number, a song with words that feel written just for you. These are glimpses of the gift's approach, heaven's way of letting you know it is closer than ever. Archangel Michael says, "Even now, forces tried to intercept this gift, but they have failed. What was hidden from you is about to be revealed in fullness, and nothing will remain unclear. The mystery of your struggle will finally make sense." This hour also brings restoration. What was stolen, be it joy, peace, finances, health, begins returning rapidly. Like streams rushing to a river, every fragmented piece of your destiny flows back to its rightful place, uniting to form a future far brighter than the past. Hour 6. The divine arrival. The sixth hour arrives like a dawn breaking after a long night. In this moment, heaven fully collides with your earthly reality. The blessing touches down, not as a distant hope, but as a tangible change you can feel, see, and walk into. It might manifest as a long-awaited opportunity, a healing that doctors couldn't explain, or a sudden breakthrough in an area you thought was permanently blocked. However it comes, you will know instantly that it is from heaven. Its weight will feel holy, its timing too perfect to deny. Archangel Michael stands beside you as it happens. With his sword raised high, he declares the battle finished. Trumpets sound louder than ever in the heavenly realm, and angels rejoice as you step fully into what has been promised since the foundation of time. From this hour on, you are marked by divine transformation. Your life story takes a permanent turn. Leaving behind the chains of yesterday and walking into a future guarded, guided, and glorified by the power of heaven itself, Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, this is your sacred hour. Hold it in your heart and trust that what has been delivered will never be taken away. You were chosen, and now all of heaven moves to honor that choice." Archangel Michael says, the miracle does not end in the 6th hour. It begins there. The transformation that has just descended will ripple through every layer of your existence. Like a seed planted in rich soil, it will sprout branches reaching into your finances, relationships, health, and destiny. Day by day, heaven will prove its power through undeniable signs. Day 1. The first dawn of change is the morning after the 6th hour breaks. The world feels strangely different. It's as though a veil has been lifted from your eyes, revealing colors brighter and air lighter. You sense an invisible shield around you, making even chaotic situations feel peaceful. Those closest to you will notice it too. They may say you look renewed, that your voice carries a calm strength they've never heard before. This is because the anointing from the 6th hour has not faded. It clings to you like golden light, unseen yet deeply felt. Small but undeniable miracles appear almost immediately. A message you've been waiting for arrives, a lost opportunity is restored. Or a burden suddenly disappears. These are the first fruits of what heaven has set in motion, a promise that the transformation is not temporary but permanent. Day 3. The expansion of favor by the 3rd day, the blessing begins to expand beyond you. People you've never met are inexplicably drawn to help you. Doors open where there were no walls, creating pathways you couldn't have imagined on your own. Financial blockages that frustrated you for years start breaking apart. Resources flow from unexpected places, and every step you take seems to be supported by invisible hands. This is not luck. It is divine orchestration reshaping your reality. Archangel Michael says, "What hath been poured upon you carries multiplication. It cannot stay contained. As you walk, you will see it touch others around you, lifting them out of darkness just as heaven has lifted you." Even adversaries begin to change. Some who spoke against you fall silent, others approach with apologies or offers of peace. This is the power of heavenly intervention turning hearts and righting human intentions. Day 7. The breaking of generational chains by the 7th day, the blessing reaches deep into your bloodline. Patterns of misfortune, sickness, or lack that haunted your family for generations are broken. Angels move through your lineage like fire through dry grass, burning away curses that held your ancestors captive. You may hear news of family members suddenly overcoming struggles, receiving breakthroughs, or reconciling after years of division. These events are not coincidences. They are the overflow of the miracle that began with you. Archangel Michael declares that your family name hath been lifted into honor. Where there was once shame or defeat, there will now be pride and victory. The story of your lineage has shifted forever because heaven chose you to be the turning point. Day 10. The mantle of leadership. On the 10th day, something profound settles upon you. A mantle of leadership. This is not about titles or positions. It is a spiritual authority that causes others to look to you for guidance and strength. Opportunities to influence and uplift others begin to appear rapidly. Whether through conversations, new responsibilities, or platforms you never sought, heaven positions you to be a beacon of hope for many. Archangel Michael says this blessing was not meant to end with you. It was given so that light could spread through your hands and voice. You will become a channel of miracles, carrying the fragrance of heaven wherever you go. With this mantle comes divine wisdom. Decisions that once felt overwhelming become clear and easy. Solutions to long-standing problems surface effortlessly, guided by a supernatural understanding only heaven can give. Day 15. The mark of irreversible change 2 weeks after the 6th hour. It is undeniable, you are no longer who you once were. The transformation is visible in your demeanor, your words, even the atmosphere of your home. Visitors remark on the peace they feel in your presence, sensing they have stepped onto holy ground. Every area of your life now reflects this divine shift. Finances flow steadily, health is strengthened, relationships are healed, and new opportunities appear almost daily. What once seemed like impossible dreams now feel like stepping stones beneath your feet. Archangel Michael says this is only the beginning. Heaven's favor does not fade. It compounds. What you hold now will grow brighter with every passing day, shaping not just your future but the futures of countless souls destined to cross your path. Day 30. The radiance of a chosen one. A month after the sacred hour. Your life glows with divine radiance. It is no longer just about blessings coming to you. They now flow through you to others. Strangers approach, moved by something they can't explain, seeking comfort or guidance that only you seem able to give. Your influence stretches farther than you imagined. Projects succeed effortlessly, partnerships form seamlessly, and doors that were once bolted shut now open before you like ancient gates moved by divine hands. Archangel Michael stands ever watchful, ensuring this radiance is never dimmed. His sword flashes in unseen battles, keeping every promise intact and every plan of darkness far from your path. The legacy beyond time. Years from now, this moment will still echo in your life and in the lives of generations after you. Children will speak of the turning point where everything changed, where light broke centuries of darkness. Communities will feel the impact of the transformation that began with one chosen soul, you. Archangel Michael says, the heavens will never forget this hour. Every angel knows your name, every gate of blessing swings open when you approach, and every force of darkness flees at the sight of the light now etched into your spirit. This is your eternal mark as one who was chosen and lifted by heaven itself. It can't be erased, forgotten, or undone. It is woven into the very fabric of time, a testament to divine love and unstoppable destiny. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Archangel Michael says, the blessing you now hold is only the surface of what heaven has prepared for you. I must reveal what truly occurred in the unseen realm during those 6 hours. For only when you understand the magnitude of the battle fought for you will you know how precious this victory is. Heaven did not simply choose you, it defended you in ways you cannot yet imagine. The hidden battle, hour by hour in the first hour, while you felt the stirring of light around you, an unseen war erupted in the heavens. Countless dark entities gathered, desperate to stop the divine scroll with your name from being unsealed. They knew that once the scroll was opened, their grip on your life would be shattered forever. Archangel Michael, wielding his blazing sword, stood at the gates of light where the scroll was kept. He struck down every attempt to steal it, his wings spanning wider than mountains, shielding your destiny from all harm. Trumpets sounded in warning as spiritual reinforcements descended like a tidal wave of fire to secure your inheritance. In the second hour, the enemy shifted its attack toward you directly. It whispered doubts into minds around you, stirring distractions, hoping you would ignore this divine message, but heaven strengthened your spirit, making you sensitive to every sign, ensuring you would not miss your moment of deliverance. During the third hour, the court of heaven convened. Thrones of light shimmered as records of your struggles were presented before the Most High. Angels testified of every silent battle you fought, every tear you shed, and every act of faith you carried out unseen by the world. These testimonies weighed heavily against the accusations of darkness, silencing them completely. At that moment, a final decree was issued. No power shall deny this chosen one the blessing prepared since before time. A radiant seal was pressed upon the scroll with your name, and beams of light shot through every corner of heaven, signaling victory. In the fourth hour, angels poured divine oil into the atmosphere around you. This oil cleansed old spiritual wounds, healed fractures in your destiny, and infused your soul with heavenly strength. You might have felt warmth or sudden calm during this time. This was heaven's balm soothing years of battle scars. Archangel Michael hovered close, whispering courage into your spirit, ensuring that even unseen forces of fear could not make you step back. By the fifth hour, the blessing itself, cure-like wrapped in layers of divine protection, was released from heaven's vault. It descended through layers of spiritual resistance, burning away every obstacle like fire cutting through mist. Demonic chains shattered one by one as angelic warriors carved a clear path for it to reach you. As it neared, your spirit instinctively prepared to receive it. You may not have fully realized it at the time, but your body, mind, and soul began to align with the frequency of heaven. It was as though every fiber of your being awakened, ready to hold what no darkness could touch. The sixth hour rang like a celestial sunrise. The scroll unfolded, and beams of light merged with your soul. At that precise moment, all of heaven erupted in thunderous praise. Trumpets blared louder than ever, choirs of angels sang your name, and golden crowns were lowered upon your spiritual being as the sign of victory. The angelic dialogue when the light fully settled within you. Archangel Michael stood beside you, visible only to your spirit. His presence was overwhelming yet comforting, his voice like rolling thunder and gentle water combined. He spoke these words directly to you, beloved. You have endured storms that would have destroyed others. Yet you stood firm. I have fought for you since the day you were born, shielding you from attacks unseen, guiding you even when you felt lost. And now, at the appointed hour, heaven rewards your endurance. He continued, this blessing is not a gift alone, it is a mantle of divine authority. From this moment forward, you will walk as one who has conquered realms unseen. You will carry light into places where darkness ruled for generations. Your voice will break chains, your steps will open gates, and your presence will shift the course of lives. At that moment, an angel approached carrying a sword made of pure light. Michael handed it to you, saying, "This is the sword of divine victory. Though invisible to human eyes, it is forever in your possession. With it, you shall cut away every barrier, defeat every unseen enemy, and protect the legacy now entrusted to you." The expansion of miracles, hour by hour after the shift in the first hour after receiving this blessing, unseen barriers around your life collapsed. Opportunities long denied began stirring awake, like doors creaking open after years of rust. Angels moved swiftly into places where your name had been spoken, changing minds, softening hearts, and erasing false accusations that blocked your favor. In the second hour, healing energy flooded your body and spirit. Illnesses rooted in years of stress and oppression began to dissolve. Old emotional scars healed rapidly, as though heavenly hands wrote painful memories, leaving behind only wisdom and strength. By the third hour, finances began shifting. Resources that were withheld from you, debts that felt impossible to clear, and promises that were broken, heaven began reversing them all. The flow of provision turned toward you like a mighty river redirected by angelic command. In the fourth hour, relationships that aligned with your divine destiny were drawn near. People who had betrayed you were exposed and removed, while those meant to elevate you appeared with open hands and honest intentions. This realignment of connections ensured that truth and loyalty could walk beside you. By the fifth hour, your name resonated with authority in the unseen realm. Spiritual beings recognized you as one marked by heaven's seal. Demonic forces fled from your presence, unable to withstand the light that now emanated from you. In the physical world, respect and recognition began to follow you effortlessly. In the sixth hour after the blessing, a second wave of angelic reinforcement descended. This was not just protection, it was empowerment. Skills you didn't know you had surfaced, ideas for prosperity and leadership flowed without resistance, and divine wisdom replaced confusion. Archangel Michael says, "This is only the beginning." Heaven's gift is not a single event but a living force growing stronger each day. What started as a whisper of destiny will soon roar like a lion across the lands you walk. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, you must now understand the eternal purpose behind this divine intervention. What occurred in these sacred 6 hours was not simply for your relief or elevation. It was a recalibration of destiny itself. The heavens did not just bless you. They rewrote the timeline of everything connected to your name. The ripple across your bloodline when the scroll was unsealed and light merged with your being. Shockwaves of divine power traveled backward and forward in time. Ancestors who carried unhealed wounds felt peace in their heavenly rest. Chains of generational pain that bound your lineage were shattered, never to return. Archangel Michael stood with flaming wings stretched across centuries, cutting ties with patterns of loss, betrayal, and failure that haunted your family for ages. These patterns were not just broken, they were rewritten. Blessings that were stolen long before you were born are now being restored to you and those who will come after you. Even unborn generations have been marked by this moment. Children yet to arrive will walk under an open heaven, carrying wisdom and strength that would have been impossible without your obedience today. This is not only your victory, it is a victory for your entire bloodline. The rewriting of earthly realities, the power released during these hours has altered paths you haven't even taken yet. Choices that once led to hardship are now routed toward success. Situations that would have ended in heartbreak will now blossom into joy. In the courts of heaven, divine contracts were signed, assigning angels to watch over specific areas of your future. Some were sent to guard your health, ensuring your body thrives for decades to come. Others were dispatched to secure financial stability, transforming scarcity into abundance. Archangel Michael says you will not stumble into your destiny blindly. At every turn, divine guidance will steer you. Even the stakes will bend to favor you because heaven has decided your story must shine as proof of divine glory. The hidden inheritance outside the blessing. A hidden inheritance had been unlocked. This is not only material wealth, though that too has been assigned, but also spiritual treasures lost to your family for centuries. Gifts of wisdom, creativity, healing, and leadership once buried under layers of oppression are rising again through you. Visions may soon come to you in dreams, showing you the faces of those who walk before you, whispering secrets they could not share in their time. They will reveal hidden strengths passed down to you, now activated by the angelic light you carry. This inheritance also includes divine protection of properties, assets, and lands tied to your name. Legal battles that would have drained you will mysteriously resolve in your favor. Keys, both physical and spiritual, are being placed in your hands to unlock doors no one else could open. Angelic deployment to the nations. Your transformation has not gone unnoticed in the heavenly hierarchy. As you stepped into this divine seal, Archangel Michael commanded an expansion of your angelic guard. No longer are you protected by a single host. Entire legions have been assigned to walk with you. Some angels go ahead of you into future situations, preparing safe passages where danger lurked. Others stand behind you, closing doors that lead back into old struggles. Wings of light stretch over your home, your loved ones, your endeavors, creating a fortress no darkness can penetrate. Archangel Michael says, because of what you carry, nations will feel your presence. You may think your reach is small, but heaven has designed pathways for your influence to cross oceans and borders. Words you speak, actions you take, and even prayers whispered in private will shake lands far from where you stand. The unveiling of heavenly secrets. As days pass, heaven will begin revealing mysteries hidden from humanity for centuries. The blessing you received is also a key, unlocking revelations of divine truth and understanding. In quiet moments, you may sense whispers not heard by ordinary ears. These are messages from higher realms, guiding you into wisdom that solves complex problems with supernatural ease. Secrets of wealth creation, healing methods beyond modern science, and strategies for peace in turbulent situations will flow naturally through you. Archangel Michael says, the world will believe you found success by chance, but those who truly see will know you move with heavenly insight. You will be consulted not just for what you know, but for the divine clarity that rests upon you. Miracles that will follow you from this moment, miracles will no longer be isolated events, they will become your atmosphere. Places you step will shift, storms will come, broken systems will correct themselves, and lost opportunities will return simply because your presence carries divine order. Financial miracles will manifest without warning. Debts canceled, unexpected promotions, streams of provision flowing continuously, healing miracles will follow, touching you and those you care for, even from great distances. Most profound will be miracles of transformation. People trapped in despair will find hope by merely encountering you. Enemies will become allies without understanding why. Darkness will crumble in any space you enter because the light you carry is not of this world. The eternal mark of heaven, what happened in those 6 hours has branded your spirit with an eternal mark. Angels recognize it, demons fear it, and heaven rejoices in it. When you speak, it echoes in heavenly halls as one who has triumphed in divine courts. Archangel Michael stands as your eternal guardian. He says, "Even in years to come, I will be near." The sword of light remains at your side. Should darkness ever attempt to rise again, it will find me standing unmovable between you and harm. This mark ensures that your destiny cannot be reversed. Even if you stumble or face challenges, heaven's decree remains active. The blessing will pursue you relentlessly until every promise is fulfilled, every dream realized, and every purpose complete. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved one, the transformation that began within those sacred 6 hours is only beginning to show its true power. Now, the veil must be lifted further. Heaven has decreed that you will not only witness miracles but also walk among angelic presences and visions that will forever change how you see life on earth. Encounters with angels in the nights following your divine sealing, your spiritual sight will sharpen. At first, you may catch glimpses, soft glimmers of light in the corner of your room, with a sensation of feathers brushing against your shoulder when no one is there. These are not dreams or imagination. Angels are making themselves known gradually, ensuring you are not overwhelmed. Each visitation brings with it messages of guidance, reassurance, and divine strategies tailored specifically for you. One night, you will see Archangel Michael himself more clearly than ever before. His presence will fill the room with radiant gold, and his voice will carry both power and gentleness as he speaks. Fear not, for heaven's kingdom has settled upon your life. You are no longer merely a seeker, you have become a bearer of divine presence. I will teach you to wield it with wisdom and love. Heavenly visions of your future as the days pass, visions will become common in your quiet moments. You might close your eyes in rest and suddenly find yourself walking through heavenly gardens, rivers of light flowing beside you, celestial melodies filling the air. In these visions, you will witness glimpses of what is yet to come, a great gathering of people from different nations seeking your guidance, as they sense an otherworldly light within you. Streams of wealth and resources flowing into your life. Not for indulgence but to build shelters, heal the broken, and spread hope across the earth. Your family rejoicing, no longer plagued by division or despair, as generational pain is fully replaced by divine unity. Archangel Michael will walk beside you in these visions, explaining mysteries and revealing truths that no human teacher could ever explain. The nations will witness word of your transformation will spread far beyond your reach. People from distant lands will hear stories of unexplainable miracles linked to your name. Some will come in curiosity, others in desperation, but all will leave transformed by the divine power flowing through you. Opportunities to travel or connect with these nations will open effortlessly. In each place you step, environments will shift. Lands once barren will bloom. Communities struggling for decades will find sudden breakthroughs. Leaders and influencers will seek your wisdom, sensing that the answers they need do not come from human understanding but from the divine light you carry. Archangel Michael says, "This is not for fame or recognition. It is the unfolding of a heavenly prophecy that stretches beyond borders, touching lives that heaven has destined for you to uplift. Your impact will outlive you, echoing for generations to come. Unseen legions of protection while your influence spreads, the forces of darkness will attempt again to rise against you. They will plot in secrecy, seeking to disrupt the flow of miracles, but what they do not see is the vast army of angels that now surrounds you. Invisible to human eyes, these legions patrol your path. They guard every journey, shield every home you enter, and silence every attack before it can manifest. Many times, you will be spared danger without realizing how close it came, because angels intercepted it long before it reached you. You will feel their presence often, like strong winds of safety, sudden stops that prevent missteps, or intuitive warnings that redirect your steps. Every one of these moments is a testament to the invisible army fighting on your behalf. Anointing of unstoppable authority with time. Your words will carry authority that cannot be challenged. What you declare in alignment with heaven will manifest swiftly, often instantly. Obstacles will crumble not because you force them to, but because divine order moves through your voice. People will bring their broken dreams to you, expecting only comfort, but they will leave carrying renewed hope and miraculous solutions. Strangers will seek you out, drawn by an unseen pull, knowing you hold keys that unlock their hidden destinies. Archangel Michael says, "This authority is not a crown for pride, but a sword for justice." You have been chosen to defend the innocent, lift the oppressed, and dismantle structures of darkness that have ruled for far too long. Nightly conversations with heaven every night, as the world sleeps, the veil between you and heaven will thin further. You will experience moments where your room is filled with light though no lamp is lit, where melodies not of this earth resonate softly, pulling you into divine conversation. During these moments, heavenly scribes will reveal what was once hidden, mysteries of creation, blueprints for solving earthly problems, and divine instructions for the next steps of your journey. Some nights, you will be taken in spirit to heavenly halls, standing among angels and witnessing decisions being made for nations. You will return with understanding that cannot be taught, guiding leaders and communities into paths of peace and prosperity. The final seal of eternity, Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, there is one final revelation you must know. The blessing you received in those 6 hours is not only for this lifetime. It is an eternal seal that follows you beyond the limits of earth. When your days here are complete, you will ascend not as one who struggled in obscurity, but as one who conquered with heavenly might. In eternity, the moment of your divine choosing will be celebrated endlessly. Choirs of angels will sing of how one soul shifted entire lineages, transformed nations, and shattered ancient darkness with unwavering light. Your legacy will not be measured in material gain but in eternal victories, lives saved, destinies restored, and divine purposes fulfilled. the heavens themselves will honor your journey as a masterpiece of divine intervention. If you wish to express your support further,